Alright, Wrecker Rick, Murphy's Diesel nearby. I think he's pretty, Murphy's Diesel, let me call. I'm gonna try to call him. So there you go, guys, I called Murphy's. Alright, let's go. Murphy's Towing on YouTube. He's getting a 21,000 subscribers. He's getting a plug for sure. Let's see here, let's see what kind of content he's got. Alright, everyone's alive. Bad day for a car. 8,000 views one day ago. Let's go check this video out. Well, that is a good looking rig. He's got a heck of a beard, I'll say that. Alright, so everybody go and comment on his last video, Murphy's Diesel. Go comment and say, hey, Gentry and Sons is using you right now.
Welcome back to Murphy's Diesel. So last night we got a call from Gentry and Sons with one of their trucks broken down, and we had one of our heavies go out there and pick them up, bring them back to the shop. So we're heading up from Ash Fork, picking up some parts right now from Volvo Vanguard, and bring them up to Chop Saw so he can put those parts on and hopefully get them back on the road today. Wrecker Rick is currently on vacation in Tennessee. He's actually 75 miles from Tim himself. We got Steve that was driving his truck out here in Holbrook, and we're gonna go drop him off some parts, say hi, and give him some hats and stuff. And so Rick's not with us today, but you'll be able to see my big beard instead. It's a little bit bigger than his.
Pick up some parts. Yeah, our rubber stays still where the bearing just
yes, I got the last thing from them.
I don't know. Vibration.
That's the whole.
Normally.
Okay.
And I go, okay, well then just stick with the rubber. Yeah. That's the only complaint I was somebody.
Is that what he's looking for?
Somebody told me that.
Yeah.
Did he need anything else, or is that it?
I think that's it. So we got the part. Hopefully it's the right one. It's probably the wrong one. Oh well. Oh well. Well. Wonder if that's DOT approved. Recovery doesn't made it. We got the call. Cody about killed me twice with his erratic driving. So we got here, got the part. angle grinder skinny hand porter is putting the, what's it called? Crankcase ventilation module on. So it'll be done in an hour, and hopefully Steve will be back on the road. Got a chop saw here, overseeing the project. We just came here to oversee him overseeing the project by filming.
Keeps it clean up here.
Come by, check us out. Get some truck repairs done here. Let's look for that big sign right off the 40. Never trust technology either. Just chop saw. Oh wait, so here's the old crankcase ventilation module. Gummed up. I think they got the new one in there. Pick up Steve. Truck's done. Steve and his wife. Catch his wife's name?
I didn't, but maybe Frankie.
Maybe Frankie. I think Frankie's his dog. But we're going to pick him up right now. I'm gonna stop and get some food so I can get one step closer to being 200 pounds. Is that the exit? If we don't get in a car wreck because of Cody. He likes to tailgate people.
Yeah, we're tailgating someone right now.
He's kind of an erratic driver. I should have drove. Holbrook's a 2-hour drive from Ashford. 2.5-ish. We got here in an hour.
So the people that stopped yesterday are actually fans of Tim's, but also follow
Us, Murphy's Diesel.
Yeah, your boss's YouTube channel.
Yeah, they were like, our two favorite
They were
YouTubers
going
are
down,
here
they
together.
passed
That
us
is-
and
that
did
is
a
cool.
U-turn in a semi
No kidding.
and came back again to
Oh, we've had a lot of people reach out and
Oh, you guys don't mind? We got our YouTube running too? Or
it's recording, it's not live.
Oh great. I have truck hair and I just said a bad word.
Oh no,
Sorry.
don't worry about that.
You'll have to
We can
bleep-
edit out the truck hair and the bad words. So.
You'll have to bleep that out. Tim has to bleep me frequently.
Does he?
Yeah.
Me the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what had happened was,
Yeah, that's a whole nother story from the night before. Tim, yeah, Big Daddy Tim told me yesterday that I can't be driving anymore.
Well, actually, these are for you guys. We got you guys a bunch of hats for everyone to bring back for you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
bring
you.
back home.
absolutely, yeah, heck yeah.
You guys
Thank
take your
you.
picks and give the rest to Tim there. And
Hey, last week we're out coming back,
Listen, Linda.
and I'm in the bunk in Death Valley. She's driving, and I hear a pop. I was like, it kind of sounds like she hit something on the road. So she starts pulling off. So I sit up. I'm like, everything okay? She said, no, I think we might have blown a tire. She said, I don't see any pieces flying, but I said, you didn't hit anything? No, not anything. Okay. So she pulls over. I get out. I walk back, walk around the side of the trailer. We're empty coming home. And there's flames coming out around the brake assembly on one of the trailer axles. It's literally on fire. So I do the quick walk back up to the truck. I don't usually run unless like something with teeth is chasing me. So I do the quick walk. Yeah, I do the quick walk up to the truck, grab my fire extinguisher, put it out, and it's a brake drag problem. That it's a long story, but so she was driving for that. So then night before last, I go to I'm sitting in the passenger seat. We do a driver swap. I'm in the passenger seat eating a sandwich real quick, getting ready to go to the bunk, and I say, "Oh, deer!" And the deer is running this way, and she gets in the brakes it's running this way. She gets in the brakes and goes right to miss it, and it spins around and changes its mind and runs right up under my driver's side steer.
so the deer hit you technically.
Yes. So you saw the hubcap was broken on the steer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the quarter fender's missing on the passenger side or on the driver's side. That's all deer. That's all it did though. So I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, we just picked up a hydrogen tank that was flipped over on the side of the road from just a little deer that they hit too. So luckily it was nothing.
They got a little aggressive on the avoidance.
I can tell Tim that technically the deer hit me. I did not.
Yeah.
And then she was driving when this happened.
Yeah. So,
Just a strain of bad luck.
I was asleep.
So I'm gonna have to
I
be
feel us
blessed with holy
stopping.
water.
So he's second guessing this newer truck for you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's actually an older truck. So
Maybe.
this Max, what, a 15?
Yeah.
15? Yeah.
It's just a 15.
I think the classic's an 05.
But
But
she's
now
staying
you
with
guys,
the family. Nick's getting her.
yeah, my stepson Nick's getting the Mac.
That probably would have got
that'd be
me
awesome.
out of the time
I just got those fenders put on that truck.
Really?
Like
That's
they
how it
were
works.
off of my classic. It's getting the classic I'm getting is supposed to get full fenders, and so we jerked those off and put it on the Mac. I had plastic ones on the Mac, and was on 90 in North Dakota coming across, and a chunk of ice broke the plastic one. We came across in a blizzard last year that we probably should not have kept trying to make it, but we did. Okay.
Okay. So then,
But
then
I
those-
feel like there's some sort of impellers in here.
there's a motor in here. It spins about 20,000 RPM.
Okay.
But yeah, it sounds like bearings are shot.
I heard it a little bit right then.
Yeah.
Now yesterday when it was full of oil,
Yep.
you couldn't hear that. You
yeah.
felt like, oh, it's spinning pretty good. I don't know.
Right.
But I noticed when I shut the truck off, normally you get this almost jet engine sound of that thing spooling
Right,
down,
right.
whoa, and then it comes down. Then yesterday it was still spinning, but it didn't take it as long to spin down as normal,
Okay.
and it wasn't spinning the RPMs it normally would.
So the problem with their drain tubes and stuff, they tend to get brittle.
Yep.
Obviously, it's not
The
a new
tube
Mac.
going to it was very brittle.
Yeah.
This wasn't broken until I touched it, so the whole thing's obviously gotten brittle.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not just Mac. It's Pack cars. Every single one of them has got the same issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that do? How does that work?
So this is your crankcase ventilation module. It sits down in there, and then it goes right to your sump or your pan.
Okay,
And then so what happens is, due to EPA, you used to have a crankcase breather come out,
Right,
rip a
you said your
little oil
blow-by
on the
tube.
ground, blow-by tube. Right, that'd be your blow-by tube. This is your new EPA contraption.
Okay,
Okay,
figures.
so what it does, comes off the valve cover, runs into there, spins it out, spins the oil, separates the gases and the oil, and then it also usually has a water drain on it because anything that compresses creates water.
Yep.
So
So what I'm hearing you say, let me make sure I understand. Because it's not just a tube going down onto the ground anymore,
Yeah.
this thing is designed to have oil going through it.
Yes, yes.
Whereas before it wouldn't have been designed to have much oil going through it.
Right. It would have had looks like
A drip every now
scouring
and then.
pad up in the valve cover.
Right.
And then it would run, and that would be your oil separator, and you get a little drip. I mean, you start getting a whole lot of blow by, your turbo starts failing,
Then you're gonna
creating
see
high
it.
crankcase pressure, then you start blowing oil.
So it spins it separates by slinging the oil out to the cabinet.
Right.
Then it runs down back into the crankcase of the engine.
Yeah.
And then your gases come out. Obviously, there's some sort of a check valve there.
Yeah, check
that's
valve
not
and a
there
little blow
anymore.
by tube, right.
So then it should only do that. So when it failed
sir.
and didn't spin up, all of that oil, it just
Dumped. And it
catastrophic.
continually dumped. The longer you ran it, it kept dumping.
Oh, it did that in like a quarter of a mile.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Like
Yeah,
5 gallons
they're
in a quarter of a
bad.
mile.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I was glad the wife was driving. She actually got a quick low pressure. We're pulling that hill. We were right where you come up that pretty good pull, and then it levels back off
Right.
43 miles from here.
Yep.
Coming up that hill, just as she topped it, she got a flicker of the oil pressure.
Yeah.
An oil pressure indicator came on just that quick. So she immediately, right thing, hit the shoulder, shut it down. I'm asleep. I wake up, I'm like, what did you do this time? You hit a deer last night. And now what did you do? She's like, I didn't do anything, I swear. I just got a little oil pressure. Okay. Oil quantity, I'm not real scared. Oil pressure, shut it off.
You know, my kids say the same thing. Wasn't me, and I'm still yet to
Yeah,
meet that
exactly.
person.
You
Wasn't
know,
me. Or
if
not
I ever
me.
meet that guy, I'm gonna hit him in the face. I
Right? No
guarantee
kidding.
it. So she pulled off, and I started looking oil, of course, everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh God, what happened? Can't figure out where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So then finally worked back to, I was pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah.
I called Tim and his dad, Finus, is in the background. And Finus is like, it's a crankcase vent. I mean,
Yeah.
it's dumped oil everywhere and you don't know where it came from. It's a crankcase vent, period.
Yeah.
Then Tim went live yesterday, and a lot of people recommended you guys. That's how we got here.
Okay.
And he just started, people were just like, it's a crankcase vent, it's a crankcase vent. You know, so everybody that had the problem was sounding off. And then just a few minutes later, a guy stops on the side of the road. He'd actually gone up in a semi, passed us, made a U-turn, come back, and pulled off behind us. And he's like, hey, I saw you guys were Gentry. Yeah, what can I do to help? And he's got his toolbox basically. He's like, what can I do to help? Tell him what's going on. He's like, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so everybody kind of agreed, consensus.
Yeah.
Then a few minutes later, Josh pulled up in your truck, and the guy and his wife were there still in the semi that had done the big U-turn loop. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. My 2 favorite YouTube channels are sitting here together beside the road.
Right.
So we had time for pictures, and
Yeah. Well, I almost come pick you up in the red one, but I didn't get to do it.
that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
Although he got it on video pulling in, so
Okay.
you should have had something cool hanging off of it, though. You know.
I mean, I was trying to. See.
we were
got
too
a big-
fast.
Yeah.
If you'd called me, I'd have walked slower.
Yeah. Well, you know, so I tried to call him and say, hey, you know what? You know, slow your roll a little bit. We're gonna hang a banner up there.
We're gonna come back in. We're gonna have the Mac hanging from it,
Right.
suspended.
Right.
Last night.
Good.
I
good.
mean, very helpful, getting us to the hotel, running us through Taco Bell because nothing else was open.
Oh yeah,
it
because
was so
this
late.
town shuts down quick.
Yeah, it was like midnight. I thought I was gonna have to eat my peak meals or my MREs, but we did keep them in the truck.
Yeah.
But we got some Taco Bell. He got us back there. We tried to buy him dinner. He's like, no. You got to take care of the customers. I'm not doing extra. This is normal.
Yeah.
So, man, it was really awesome.
Yeah,
Really
that's
good.
the way we like to think we treat everybody.
So we left the Holbrook shop just now.
Gentry Sons Trucking just commented 1 minute ago.
Live
I want to
update.
thank you guys for getting us rolling. Honestly. You guys are amazing.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
From YouTube.
Straight from YouTube's mouth, from Gentry and Sons. So we got Gentry and Sons all squared away. They had we put a new crankcase ventilation module in there. Fired it up, cleaned off the oil, sent them down the road. Got to talk to their driver, Steve, and his lovely wife, Tonya. and Frankie, their dog. Which Steve's a heck of a man. Deserves a raise, by the way. I think he's my long lost brother. Gonna have to talk to my mom about that. See what's going on with that. But all in a day's work. I did hell of a job. Cody did hell of a job. Skinny Hand Porter, aka Angle Grinder, did hell of a job. Chop Saw did hell of a job. And Josh, who towed him in, did hell of a job. So we all did hell of a job. Wrecker Rick did a hell of a job on vacation. But wouldn't you look who it is? Purring like a kitten. The Stay Classy Mac truck broken down on the side of I-40 that belonged to Gentry and Sons Trucking that we replaced a crankcase ventilation module on within 24 hours while Wrecker Rick was coincidentally 75 miles from Tim Gentry.
What's up, YouTube? We're headed back to Arizona. We've been on a vacation for like 12 days. I wouldn't say it's a vacation because we pretty much had to work the whole time. I got my seat cover over here, the lovely Mrs. Murphy. Say hi to YouTube, babe.
Hi, YouTube. Vacation was great.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
While we were gone, Gentry and Sons Trucking broke down on the 40 out by our Holbrook location, about 50 miles from our Holbrook location, and we had to send a wrecker out to rescue him. So we're gonna call Tim right now and let him know that we're not charging him anything. So for hooking us up, they gave us a little shout out. So stand by.
Voice messaging system. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Tim, this is Rick Murphy with Murphy's Towing. Give me a call back if you get a chance. My number. Well, we called Tim and he didn't answer, so stand by, because he'll probably call back. Hello.
What's up, brother?
Not much. What's going on?
Oh, sorry I didn't get to your phone call there. We was running across the lake and I couldn't hear my phone.
Yes, sir. I figured you were busy or something.
Yeah, we're out here testing out a boat, making sure she's good to go before we holler.
Oh, right on.
Man, I really do appreciate you guys taking care of my truck. I've got another video coming out. I interviewed Steve when he got in and all that stuff, and kind of with little clips and stuff he got.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna put out a whole video on it. Should give you quite a bit of traction.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, YouTube's pretty new for us, and it's, you know, kind of helped us out a lot with our business and different stuff and different opportunities.
Oh man, it's really, I mean, as of this point, my business kind of, I mean, it's really, my business has went to where it's at because of YouTube. That's why I push it so hard, you know. There's a lot of work in it, but, you know, once you get, you know, your channel is probably going to do pretty good. I can imagine it's going to do real well. I mean, you got good content, and it's, you know, from experience, it seems like you should take off pretty well. Doing things like this, I mean, that was, I don't know how that worked out, but it was just, I don't know, it had to be meant to be.
Yes, sir. I would have ran and did it. We were out of town. We were actually in Tennessee. My wife's family is all from Tennessee, so we hadn't been out here in like 6 years, and we were going to call you a few days ago, but as soon as we got here, I got sick, real sick. So,
oh, that sucks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but not to come down. We could have went out on the lake or something. At least let me pay for the parts or something. I mean, I know it's you know, it wasn't cheap to do all that. I know it costs money to run those trucks.
No, I'm not even worried about it. I appreciate you guys hitting us up, and like I said, YouTube gives us lots of opportunities, and if we could give it back, you know.
You know, I just kind of interviewed Steve on the experience and how it went and all that, and you know, like, he thinks the world of your guys. He said it was really, really good experience. So, but man, just keep at it, because I'm telling you, your channel should do really well. You got really good, you know, real life content, and I think that's why my channel does what it does.
Yeah. We watched. I haven't had a whole lot of time to really watch a lot of you. I actually watched your channel over before I had a channel, you know. So and that's kind of why when we somebody came across there and they're like, "Hey, Gentry and Sons is using you guys right now." I'm like, and I messaged back, but what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And then I looked at my tow book, my app, and it said Gentry and Sons in there. I was like, oh no, they're using us for a tow right now. I was like, all right. And then we started watching your live feed and seeing it, but it was pretty cool actually.
I was thinking in my head, like, how can they afford to give such a low price with, I mean, these trucks are expensive, and insurance and all that stuff. So what you're doing is really fair. I mean, with 1,000%, you know, before she even knew I was, you know, who I was, she gave a really fair price. And I'm like, very rarely get a hold of a tow company that does that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've heard horror stories out there, but yeah, we try to keep it fair.
When I'm out that way, I'd like to stop in and maybe we can do a collab or something.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and yeah, if we come back out this way, hopefully maybe it'll work out and we can run over there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But yeah, this is my cell phone number. You know, like I said, if I wouldn't care to pay the whole bill or the parts bill, however you want to do it, or I'll give you some good shout outs. It don't matter.
Yes, sir. No, I appreciate what you've done already. So,
hell, I've been binge watching your channel since I've watched every episode now. So, but yeah, all right, I'm gonna get this boat parked, and I definitely appreciate it, and I'll keep in touch with you, and I'll let you know when my video is gonna drop.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
All right, brother. All right, see you.
All right, so we just got off the phone with Tim. Pretty nice guy, you know, real genuine. He's got a video coming out. He's gonna let me know, so I'll let y'all know when that video's coming, when it's gonna drop. So he said my guys did an exceptional job while we were gone. I really appreciate my guys doing an exceptional job while we're gone. We've been gone for 12, 13 days, and they actually have done an exceptional job. We've not run into any problems, but we're not home yet, so. And straight from the horse's mouth, our original price that our dispatch gave him was a fair price. So that's what we do here at Murphy's, is you know, we give out fair prices. So stay tuned for future collaboration with Gentry and Sons, maybe someday. I don't know when. We didn't get a chance to get over there on our trip while we were in Tennessee. We're in Tennessee right now because my wife's family is from Tennessee, and we haven't seen them in like 6 years. So we came out here to see them, and or normally I would have ran out there and got Gentry and Sons truck and, you know, did the whole deal myself, made a YouTube out of it. But those guys did a good job of handling it. They may have done it better than I did. I don't know. So you stay classy, YouTube. Smoke.
No,
Check out Smoke in the backseat, getting herself some spearmint.